Yo, what's up everybody? It's AI Tech Think and we're back with another video. Now we all love our tech, right? Phones, laptops, smart homes, they're practically extensions of ourselves these days. But here's the thing, as our tech gets smarter, so do the scammers. That's right, in 2025 these guys are stepping up their game, using sneaky tactics to try and get their hands on our data and our hard-earned cash. So in this video we're diving deep into the top 10 tech scams that are fooling millions this year. Alright, picture this. You're in the zone, crushing it on your favorite game. Maybe it's even that new VR metaverse everyone's talking about. Suddenly, bam! A pop-up screams at you, sirens blaring, flashing red, saying your computer's infected with a super virus. It tells you to call this random number immediately to avoid total system meltdown. Sounds terrifying, right? But hold up, don't panic. This, my friends, is a classic tech support scam. And it's designed to trigger that immediate, knee-jerk reaction. See, scammers prey on fear. They want you to bypass logic, to skip that critical thinking step, and just blindly follow their instructions. And those instructions usually lead to one of two things. Either they trick you into giving them remote access to your computer, letting them steal your data right from under your nose, or they convince you to pay a hefty sum for their expert services which, spoiler alert, are completely bogus. So, what's the key takeaway here? Simple. Never, and I mean never, call a number from a pop-up, especially if it's making these wild claims about your device. Legitimate tech companies do not operate this way. If you get a pop-up like this, stay calm, close the window, and run a scan with your trusted antivirus software. We've all been there, right? You're just chilling, maybe catching up on some YouTube, hopefully this channel, when suddenly the phone rings. You pick up, and some friendly voice on the other end claims to be from, let's say, Microsoft or Apple, or even your internet provider. They tell you they've detected suspicious activity on your account, or that your computer's sending out distress signals, something that sounds super alarming. But here's the thing. Legitimate tech companies will almost never call you out of the blue like this, especially not to diagnose a problem you didn't even know you had. This, my friends, is another classic scam tactic. They try to sound all official and concerned, hoping to gain your trust so they can manipulate you into giving up sensitive information. They might ask you to confirm your login details, your credit card number, or even direct you to a shady website to download security software which, you guessed it, is actually malware in disguise. So what's the rule here? Be wary of unsolicited calls, especially when they involve your tech. If you didn't initiate the contact, be skeptical. Okay, this one never seems to get old, but it's constantly evolving, so listen up. Phishing emails, the digital equivalent of a wolf in sheep's clothing, are still very much a thing in 2025, and they're getting more convincing by the day. You might get an email that looks almost identical to one from your bank, your favorite online store, or even a streaming service you use. It might say your account's been compromised, that there's been unusual activity, or that you need to update your payment information immediately to avoid losing access. The goal here is to create a sense of urgency, to make you act without thinking. And often these emails will include a link, urging you to click it to resolve the issue. But here's the catch, that link? Yeah, it's a trap. It'll take you to a fake website designed to steal your login credentials, credit card details, or other sensitive data. So, what's the golden rule with emails? Don't click on links from sources you don't recognize. If something seems off, even slightly off, it probably is. Go directly to the official website or app, or contact customer support through a verified channel to confirm if the email is legitimate. We all know keeping our software up to date is crucial for security, right? But scammers exploit this knowledge too, creating fake software update notifications designed to trick you into installing malware. Imagine you're browsing the web, and suddenly, a pop-up appears, claiming your browser or operating system is outdated and needs an urgent update. It might even look official, with logos and everything. But don't be fooled. Clicking on that tempting Update Now button could be the worst tech decision you make all year. These fake updates often install malicious software that can log your keystrokes, steal your passwords, or even give the attacker full control of your device. Talk about a nightmare scenario. So how do you protect yourself? Always, and I mean always, download software updates from official sources. That means going directly to the App Store, the developer's website, or your device's system settings. Don't trust random pop-ups, even if they look convincing. Alright, this one's a bit more elaborate, but equally dangerous. Let's say you're having a tech issue, maybe your internet's acting up or your computer's running slow. You're searching for solutions online and stumble upon a seemingly helpful forum or website. Someone, posing as a tech expert, offers to help and suggests they remotely access your device to fix the problem. Now, while legitimate remote access tools exist and can be helpful in certain situations, this, my friends, is a major red flag. Why? Because once you grant someone remote access, you're essentially giving them the keys to your digital kingdom. They can see everything, access your files, install software, and even lock you out of your own device. Scary, right? So the rule of thumb here is simple. Never give remote access to someone you don't know and trust completely. If you're having tech issues, seek help from reputable sources like authorized service providers or official support channels. We've covered email phishing, but what about its sneakier cousin smishing? That's right, scammers love using text messages to trick people because, let's face it, we're more likely to open and trust a text than an email. You might get a text claiming to be from your bank, a delivery service, or even a government agency. They might tell you there's been suspicious activity on your account, that you've won a prize, or that you need to verify your information immediately. They often include a link urging you to click it for more details. But here's the catch, those links, yep, they're usually traps, leading to fake websites designed to steal your personal information. So, what's the takeaway here? Be as cautious with texts as you are with emails. Don't click on links from unknown senders, and never give out sensitive information via text message. If something seems off, verify it through official channels. Chapter 7. Gift card payment scams, a huge red flag. This one's a bit more old school, but scammers still use it because it works. Remember, these guys are all about easy money. The scenario is simple. Someone contacts you, maybe pretending to be from tech support, a government agency, or even a family member in distress. They create a sense of urgency, claiming you need to pay a fee immediately to avoid a penalty, fix a problem, or help someone in need. But here's the catch. They specifically ask you to pay with gift cards. Now, this should be a giant flashing red flag. Why? Because gift cards are practically untraceable, making them the currency of choice for scammers. Legitimate organizations will never ask you to pay for anything using gift cards. So, if someone's demanding payment this way, it's a scam. Chapter 8. Fake antivirus software. Don't be fooled by Scareware. We all know how important it is to have good antivirus software protecting our devices. But scammers exploit this fear, creating fake antivirus programs designed to scare you into paying for their services. Imagine this. You're browsing the web, and suddenly, a pop-up appears, claiming your computer's infected with a ton of viruses. It might even run a fake scan, showing a long list of threats, making it look super convincing. Then it urges you to download their premium antivirus software to remove the threats and protect your device. But here's the thing. The threats are fake and the software you're downloading, yeah, that's the real virus. These fake antivirus programs often install malware, bombarding you with pop-ups, slowing down your device and stealing your personal information. So, what's the key takeaway? Stick to reputable antivirus software from trusted brands, and be wary of unsolicited pop-ups claiming to have found a gazillion threats on your device. Chapter 9. Fake tech support forums. Double-check your sources. We've all been there. You're facing a tech issue, feeling frustrated, and you turn to online forums for help. But here's the thing. Not all online forums are created equal. Some are havens for scammers, lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting users. These scammers often pose as tech experts, offering helpful advice or solutions. They might recommend downloading a specific program, clicking on a link, or even giving them remote access to your device to fix the problem. But here's the catch. Their advice is usually bogus, designed to trick you into installing malware, visiting phishing websites, or giving them access to your personal information. So what's the key takeaway? Be cautious about advice from unfamiliar sources on online forums. Double-check the information, look for verified users or experts, and always be wary of anyone asking for remote access or recommending suspicious downloads. Chapter 10. Social media impersonation. Verify, then trust. Social media, it's where we connect, share, and unfortunately get scammed. Scammers love using social media because it's easy to create fake profiles and impersonate real people or organizations. You might get a friend request from someone who looks familiar but isn't quite who they claim to be. Or you might receive a message from a fake brand account, offering a too-good-to-be-true deal. or claiming there's a problem with your account. The goal here is to gain your trust and then exploit it. They might ask for money, personal information, or trick you into clicking on phishing links, so how can you protect yourself? Be wary of suspicious friend requests, especially if the person's profile seems empty or too new. Verify brand accounts by looking for that blue checkmark and be skeptical of unsolicited messages, even if they seem to be from people you know. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry in the world of social media. So, there you have it, the top 10 tech scams of 2025. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed about these scams is the best way to protect yourself. Share this video with your friends, family, and fellow tech enthusiasts. Let's create a safer digital world, one scam-free device at a time.